Fred Barstein with 401k TV, and I'm here with a renowned expert TPA, TerryDunger from Acuff and Associates, located here in Memphis. 40-year career, originally had been with the IRS. Very good. So Terry, okay if we ask you a few questions?
Absolutely, Fred.
So we like stories. You like stories.
Sure.
You have a story about a law firm, and a lot of the lawyers wanted to put their money in their brokerage account. What a surprise, right?
Right.
So tell us what happened.
Well, when I inherited the plan, everyone had a brokerage account. Even the front office receptionist had a brokerage account. So at the end of the first year, the lead attorney looked down and said, "Can you break down the average return for all the people?" So we did. He started looking down, and he had a furrowed brow, and he goes, "Oh my, this is not good." And there was a whole bunch of small accounts, people with less than 1,000 or less than 5,000. They were in brokerage accounts, and all they were getting was money market or even a cash return.
Right.
So he was concerned.
And so what did you do?
Well, I told him one of the ways to do this was to figure out a way to let his employees be not in self-directed brokerage, but with something we would call a record keeper or a vendor, and have other ways to put their money, like in a risk balanced account. In those days, we didn't have target date funds, we had risk balanced accounts. And so I said, what we could do is build an account with a vendor and have some of the partners' monies, each partner also be in. That way the IRS or DOL would say, everybody's in this account, so if it does well or doesn't bad, everybody does good and bad. And
then the vendors were happy too, because they were larger instead of these tiny little accounts.
So we had to structure a massive 70-person conversion with every kind of brokerage firm you can think of, selling on a certain date, putting it into a vendor's account, and the goal was to get a couple of million. So the staff's 50 accounts were small. So we went back to the partners and said, give us 50,000 apiece, so that we had enough money to make the economies of scale and cost of the vendor's products be reasonable. And so they've done it, and now after about 8 years,
it's all leveled out.
It's leveled out.
Any resistance from the lawyers?
The lawyers loved it. They thought this was good because they had staff people coming to them asking, where do I put my money? How do I invest? This way now it's already on a platform. They can put target dates or something. And it's kind of insulated. You can't say the little guy didn't have the same advantage as the big guy because of economies of scale.
And there wasn't a separation between the higher compensated and the less?
No, there's still self-directed brokerage accounts, and everybody can have one if they want to pay the annual fee, but you only see the partners with the extra account. They have their account at the vendor and their self-directed account. It's really worked out magnificently.
Well, it's a good story. And how was TPSU today for you?
This is the third one that I've kind of attended at the request of the adjunct professor, and this year, in my opinion, watching all 5 divisions moved as smoothly, as efficiently, so attended. The room we overflowed, had to get extra chairs. You had people from firms with just 30 participants to as many as 2,200, and you listen to people talk, and the subject matter was on point. The planning matter was on point, and at the end, so many people came up and asked for help. So I think both things happen: education plus an avenue for correction. So being in this field for 50 years, 10 with the IRS and 40 in practice, it's good to see a method that can be given to an employer firm or maybe an HR person, and go back and put it to use.
Very good. Well, thanks for your support and participation.
Thanks for inviting me.
And thank you for watching 401k TV.